Hello, friend.
3, 2, 1!
Let's go.
The Divine Fury from 2019.
그럴 때마다 죽여버리고 싶으니까.
The Divine Fury blends supernatural horror with intense action, and somehow it works surprisingly well. The story follows a champion fighter who loses his faith after a childhood tragedy. He realizes he's been chosen to battle evil forces. Teaming up with a seasoned priest, he ends up fighting literal demons. Yeah, not your average enemy. The action scenes in this film are wild. You've got hand-to-hand combat mixed with exorcism energy blasts, bone-crunching punches, and demonic creatures flying through the air. What sets the Divine Fury apart is its style. It treats the supernatural like just another battlefield, and our main character doesn't hesitate to throw hands with the devil himself. Night in Paradise from 2000. This movie gets violent, it gets brutal. The story follows a gangster who's on the run after losing everything. He ends up hiding on Jeju Island, where he meets a terminally ill woman. Their connection brings a strange kind of peace, world of Korean crime films. The violence in this movie doesn't come every second, but when it does, it's raw, realistic, and completely unforgiving. Gunfights are messy. That's what makes the brutality in Night in Paradise hit so hard. And the ending? Let's just say it's not a happy one, but it sticks with... Alienoid from 2022. Korean cinema. And let's be honest, this one's a total mind-bender. The movie jumps between timelines, modern-day Korea, the Goryeo dynasty, and a distant future, all while dealing with aliens hiding inside human bodies. You've got ancient warriors swinging swords, future agents blasting laser guns, and aliens causing destruction wherever they go. It's the kind of movie where you might pause and go, wait, what's happening? But you'll be too entertained to care. If you want something way outside the usual action movie box, this is one you can't skip. Yaksha Ruthless Operations from 2022. Yaksha Ruthless Operations lives up to its name. This film is pure spy thriller chaos, espionage, and shady government secrets. At the center of it all is a mysterious and brutal field agent known only as Yaksha. From the moment the mission begins, it's non-stop tension. You've got shootouts in narrow alleys, brutal hand-to-hand fights, and twists coming at you from every direction. What makes this film even more intense is the clash between its two leads. One plays by the rules, the other makes his own. Watching their dynamic shift while bullets fly is part of the thrill. Yaksha isn't about flashy moves or superhero stunts. It's about dirty, dangerous operations in the real world, where trust is rare and survival comes at a cost. If you're into undercover missions with a high body count and no mercy, this one's for you. Alienoid: Return to the Future from 2024. One of the most ambitious Korean sci-fi action projects ever made. It mixes time travel, aliens, sword fights, and high-tech shootouts. Future is collapsing, the past is bleeding into it, and the characters are caught in a war that spans centuries. You'll see ancient warriors going up against futuristic alien tech, and the action scenes? They go all out. But it's not just cool visuals, there's emotion too. The characters have strong personal stakes, and when the action hits, you feel the weight behind it. This film is a perfect example of how Korean cinema loves to take risks and pull them off. Alienoid: Return to the Future may not be grounded, but it's definitely brutal in its own unique, over-the-top way. Concrete Utopia from 2023. This is is a brutal survival story hiding behind a disaster movie shell. After a massive earthquake levels Seoul, the only building left standing becomes a refuge for the lucky few. Quickly turns into something much darker. The film explores how desperation and fear can bring out the worst in people. And when it comes to protecting what's theirs, these characters don't hold back. Violence becomes the new normal. There's no big hero here, just regular people pushed to their limits, doing whatever it takes to survive. That's what makes concrete utopia feel so real and so brutal. The Point Men from 2023. Based on a true story, the film follows a South Korean diplomat and a special agent as they try to rescue hostages from a terrorist group in Afghanistan. Gunfights, standoffs, and some really tense negotiation scenes. Every moment feels like life or death, and the stakes keep rising. Hyun Bin and Hwang Jung-min deliver solid performances. This one's less about flashy fights and more about the mental game, but make no mistake, when the action hits, it hits hard. The Point Men is a tense rescue thriller that proves you don't need non-stop action to be brutal. You just need the right story, and this one delivers. Badland Hunters from 2024. If you're looking for pure post-apocalyptic chaos in a destroyed world where survival is everything, this movie follows a tough-as-nails hunter who's on a mission to rescue a kidnapped girl from a twisted doctor running brutal experiments. Wild fight scenes, brutal brawls, and gritty visuals. And let's not forget Ma Dong-seok, the king of Korean action, delivering punch after punch like only he can. What really makes this one stand out is its raw energy. It doesn't try to be deep or emotional. It just goes full force into action and destruction. And sometimes that's exactly what you want. Project Silence from 2024. Oh, it's not a ghost or monster, it's military dogs. Yep, super aggressive, government-trained attack dogs that have broken loose and are now hunting down anyone who makes a sound. The movie keeps you tense the whole time. One wrong move, one loud step, and it's game over. That mix of survival horror and brutal action makes Project Silence stand out. And what really hits hard is how helpless the characters feel. No heroes, no overpowered fighters, just regular people trying to stay alive. It's gritty, fast, and doesn't hold back on the blood.
Mission Cross from 2024. Part spy thriller, part family drama, and throws in a dose of awkward comedy along the way. The story follows Kang Moo, a former special agent who's now just trying to live a quiet life as a stay-at-home husband. But things flip when he's forced back into action. And guess what? His wife, Mi Seon, is a detective who has no idea about his past. Cue the chaos, slick shootouts, and a few surprisingly intense moments. What makes it stand out is how it plays with the whole domestic life meets deadly mission concept. It's kind of like if Mr. and Mrs. Smith had a Korean cousin. Mission Cross isn't a perfect film, but it's got heart, some cool fight scenes, and a quirky charm that grows on you. Not a bad way to start our countdown of brutal Korean action flicks.